Good morning, Steve Jolly with Benchmark Realty and the Moving to Nash show, and this is my seventh and final story in a series for sellers just like you. Now, last week we talked about using more effective negotiation strategies that give you better overall results, and this week I want to share one way Gretchen and I provide world-class customer service for you. Now, let's get to business. One of the things I despise about dealing with large corporations is that you frequently get bounced from person to chat to hold to voicemail and back just to get your problem solved. It sounds like, let me get you over to this group, or the person who schedules that is on vacation this week, or I can do this part, but you'll need to contact accounting to get that done. And you spend hours on the phone for something that should take minutes just because their system is designed to work for them and not for you. It's enough to drive you crazy. That's why long ago, Gretchen and I decided that we would be your main point of contact from the beginning to the end of the move, especially when it comes to managing the transaction when you go under contract. That's one area agents frequently farm out to transaction coordinators or a junior member of the team, and it just might be the most difficult part of the sale. That's because hundreds of people, from agents to assistants, inspectors, loan officers, processors, underwriters, title searchers, and appraisers, touch your transaction as it moves through the system. It only takes one of them to skip a beat and your home sale comes to a grinding halt. While I understand why agents think this approach makes sense for their business, I question whether they are considering it from your point of view. In addition to the convenience factor, most people feel less stressed and have fewer frustrations with one point of contact. But that's not all. Here are a few other things you should consider. Who's going to understand the unique needs of you, the client, and make sure they are met? Is it the person you've been working with since day one, or someone who joined in at the last minute? Who is going to be able to best move the contract quickly through all the steps to the closing table? The one who has personal relationships with the stakeholders, or the new guy on the team? And last, who is your best advocate during this trying time? The person closest to you and this transaction, or someone you've never met in person? Now, I could go on and on, but I think you've got my point. You are best served by the agent you hired from the beginning of the process to the end, and that's exactly what we intend to do for you. Now, if you want to see how we can best help you through this process, then give me a call at 615-257-9996. We are here for you. And here's what one of our recent clients said in a review on Google. Great experience again with Steve. Selling our house from a distance was made super easy by him. With the COVID-19, Steve was able to hold open houses, create virtual tours, and get our home sold extremely quickly. Steve has also provided us with great advice during the listing and negotiation phases and has done so the 3 times we work with Steve. Certainly recommend and will be using him again. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in every Thursday morning. Have a great week. Peace and love, y'all.